In the past, I've done some silver videos, and today I want to show you something kind of unique in that genre. This is the Valcambi Swiss 10 gram pure 99.9 silver Combibar. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, it's a new year. I want to start off with an interesting topic for some of the newer preppers out there. Hope you guys had an awesome New Year's. But the first thing I'm going to do when we talk about silver, even something small as this, is give you my theory on storing silver and stacking silver for preppers, especially if you're new. Only when you have everything else squared away should you even begin to think about putting away precious metals. When you feel comfortable with your food storage, your water storage, your self-defense measures, whatever they may be it firearms or whatever, when you have some cash stashed away for emergencies. Because let's face it, most emergencies are going to be that power outage or that storm that blows in that you didn't expect, and you'll need cash way before you'll need silver. You'll also need food and water way before you'll need silver. So that's kind of my deal with when I talk to people about it, because I get a lot of questions about it, especially on YouTube. People will email me a lot of questions about it, asking if they think this is a good deal, should they do it, should they not. And I tend to ask them where they're at prepping. You know, where are they in their prepping journey? Are they to a point where they feel safe, or did they just buy their first 2 cans of Spam the other day, you know? So that's real. It's a prep for when you're done with everything else. And I know you're never done prepping. You're always still evolving. But when you have a good amount and you feel comfortable with what you have, then you can start thinking about that. Now, what are precious metals? Well, they're really meant to transfer wealth from one system to the next. They're kind of a security against inflation or potential collapse of the economy. So it's not really an investment in the normal sense of the word. It's more a protection or a hedge. Yeah, I've made money buying silver when I first started buying it from 1998, when it was like $4 or $5 an ounce. Yeah, I've made money, but I haven't made a ton of money. You know, it's not like it's not an investment. It's, you know, you don't buy this for an investment purpose. You buy this for, and I know I'll get people complaining about this, possibly barter after an economic collapse. You buy this for coming out on the other end. Let's say you've got 5 years of a really bad recession and cash is worth nothing. But silver and gold that you put away can be worth something. When you come out on the other end of that, you still have some of your savings. Even bigger financial analysts will tell you to put 10% of your savings in physical gold or silver, and not paper. Don't do the exchange-traded funds of the GLD and SLVR. Get physical gold you can hold in your hand. Okay, that also drives me nuts. So there's many different stacking strategies I can't speak this morning. A prepper could approach. In order to do so, you need to determine how your silver is going to be used in your preps and your plans. You know, there are different scenarios where it could be more liquid and where it could be worthless. So you got to remember that too. You know, I know I'll get people on here that'll say, "Oh, I'd rather have food and water," or I'd rather have, I'd rather invest in copper and lead. Yeah, brass and lead, of course. You know, that's why I say this is a last level prep. This is not something you're going to do right away when you start prepping. So whether it's useful or not, heck, ask people that survived the crash in Venezuela how gold, especially silver, were of value to them in a world of hyperinflation. So I think a small amount of precious metals to get you through a short-term crisis, or even a longer-term crisis, is a good idea. Again, it's the last idea. You want to make sure, I don't want to see people trying to make silver stew because they didn't put any soup or anything away. So you want to get your other prep squared away. So cash in inflation is probably going to be worth nothing. But for 1 ounce of gold, you could buy, I believe it was a hotel room in Weimar, Germany. 1 ounce of silver was 45 acres of land for a very long time back then. So basically it's a store of wealth that lasts forever. Long after your preps spoil, your bullets aren't usable, your water is gone, and you'll still have value in that particular item. So let's talk about these things, because these are kind of cool. The idea behind these was to make a fractional unit, a fractional unit of silver. Now if you notice here, there's 10 of them. They're 10 little 1 gram bars. I'm going to bring this up to the camera, and I really hope my camera focuses on them. Actually, it's pretty good. I've got to remember I have a newer camera now. So these are 10 separatable 1 gram bars. Now you may think, well, what the heck good is 1 gram of silver? It's not worth much. Well, in some kind of economic collapse, it might be worth something, and you might need to make change, so to speak. There are better, more economical ways of doing this. I just thought this was kind of cool. Figured I'd let you guys see it in person. And you'll notice over here, there's a little mark on that end there. See how it's not cloudy here, but it's cloudy there. That's because I tested it. Whenever I order any kind of silver, and I generally don't order silver online. I know Valcambi is a legit company, and I ordered it off of Amazon, which I can return. I will never buy stuff off eBay, because there's so many fakes out there now. But normally when I get something that I bought from a new dealer, new silver dealer, non-reputable source sort of thing, or online, say with Amazon, I will test it. And I have a silver test kit. If you look back in my videos, you'll see a video I did on that silver and gold test kit. It's just chemicals that will tell you if it's legit or not. So these are made by Valcambi, and they're the maker of the Credit Suisse products for over 40 years. They break into small 1-gram mini bars for gifting or exchange, and they're made in Switzerland. The Combibar, or breaker bar as I like to call it, can eventually be broken apart into smaller chunks of pure 99 silver. Now this is something I'm talking about with bartering. If you go out with 1 ounce of silver, and let's say 1 ounce of silver in some kind of economic collapse is worth $500. Wishful thinking, I know, especially for you guys that have a lot of silver out there. Well, you know, something like that, you know, you're not going to give them 1 bar of silver for, say, a loaf of bread or some vegetables. So you have something you can break it down. Now, there are cheaper ways to do this. You can buy the fractional 1/10 ounce silver coins. You can buy individual bars that are 1 gram silver bars. You're going to pay a higher premium because this is kind of a unique product. Why did I buy it? I thought it was kind of cool. I already have a decent amount of silver put away. This is more just kind of a fun thing for me. And also, for some of you who may be new and think, wow, that's a really good deal, I'm going to buy that, you may want to think twice about it. Me, it's just kind of a novelty. It's kind of cool. They run about $11.50, so it's a little over spot, and it's a little higher than you'd pay. But you can also buy, like I said, fractional silver, the 1/10 ounce coins, the little 1/10 ounce little coins. You can buy the 1 gram bars individually. I have a couple of gold 1 gram bars because it's cheaper to buy it. But you're still going to pay a pretty high premium. So that's the Valcambi Swiss 10 gram pure 999 silver Combibar. They are made to break apart. I don't want to break it apart. I kind of want to keep it intact. But you just snap them right off and they will break apart fairly easily. There's a video on YouTube of a guy breaking apart a 100 gram one. He had the big bar. And I suspect that's what this is from. Somebody probably had a 100 gram bar and broke them up into 10s and sold them. So the price isn't great on them. They do have a purpose. You know, something like this is made to kind of tuck in your wallet for emergencies. But it's a cool little item. I figured I'd show it to you. For you newer preppers, you may want to look into what they call constitutional silver or junk silver, which is basically pre-1965 coins that are 90% silver. Dimes, quarters, half dollars, dollars. The nickels aren't, of course. And pennies, of course, aren't. But anything like that pre-1964 is 90% silver. You may want to look into stuff like that. It's a little bit cheaper, a little lower premium. You may just want to buy bullion. You know, just bars or rounds of silver. And that is a very good way to get started. Either way, I got started with the bullion, and then I discovered the junk silver. And so that's how I got started. But something like this, I would say, you know, not only is silver at the end of your preps, this is at the end of your silver stacking. It's a kind of unique, fun thing, but it's not really, you know, something I would suggest for somebody who's brand new to silver go out and get. Anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put a link down below to where I got this off Amazon. You know, this is something that I purchased for myself. I believe they only have like 6 or 7 left of them, so you may not even get to check it out. But there are plenty of other sellers on Amazon that have these. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you for watching. Hope you have a great New Year this year. We've got a lot planned for the channel. We have SHOT Show coming up, so don't forget to check that out. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. Like I said, I will put a link to this, but I'll put it in my store so you can check it out. Even if there's nothing in the store you want. If you just click that link and shop as you normally would on Amazon, it doesn't cost you a penny and really helps out our channel so we can bring cool stuff to you. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. If you're interested in getting started with some freeze-dried food, Thrive is definitely a good way to go. You don't have to join anything. You can just go there and order one time and decide whether you like it or not. If you don't, no obligation. And don't forget to check out our Olight link as well. We have lots of cool flashlights on the site, so you might want to check them out. And I thank you for watching. So stay safe and stay prepared.